Do you believe that in just 3 minutes a day, you can feel 30 years younger? It may sound unbelievable, but if you're reading this, chances are you've had mornings where your body isn't as flexible as it used to be. Maybe your knees start to hurt when you get out of bed, your balance becomes worse when you stand up, or even simple tasks like walking up the stairs or carrying your bags become heavy. These are all very normal signs of aging, but that doesn't mean you have to accept them as an inevitable part of life. Age is not the enemy. What makes us feel old is not just the numbers on paper, but the feeling that our body no longer belongs to us, the lack of flexibility, the lack of vitality, the lack of control. But the great thing is, you can regain that feeling, the feeling of being in control of every movement, just by changing a few small habits every day. No need to go to the gym, no need to buy expensive supplements, and no need to force yourself to follow a strict regimen. All you need is 3 minutes every morning and maintain it regularly every day. Over the years, many seniors, from 60, 70 to even 80 years old, have tried applying these simple changes. The result? They feel less pain, move more easily, and most importantly, feel truly alive again. An 84-year-old man shared that after a few weeks of maintaining the new habit, he could not only get out of bed by himself but also make breakfast for his wife like when he was younger. A 77-year-old woman said that for the first time in many years, she woke up without her heart pounding with anxiety. These seemingly small things are the clearest manifestations of renewed vitality. What you're about to discover aren't any magic secrets, but rather 7 simple habits, each lasting only about 3 minutes. But when combined and practiced regularly, they can make a huge difference in your health and well-being. Remember, the goal isn't to be in your 20s again. The goal is to live with stability, self-reliance, and joy in every step, every breath, every day, no matter what age you are. And now, let's start the journey of rejuvenation with just a few minutes each morning. You'll be surprised at what your body can still do. 1 morning joint activation. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling rusty? Your back is stiff, your knees are creaking, your neck and shoulders are sore as if you've been through a night of struggle? If so, you're not alone. Many people over the age of 60 begin to notice changes in their bodies, especially after a long night's sleep, when their joints and muscles have not been awakened. What few people know is that morning stiffness is not entirely due to age or illness, but mostly comes from the fact that the joints are not activated properly after many hours of inactivity. While you sleep, the synovial fluid, the fluid that acts as a lubricant for the joints, becomes thicker and slows down. Like a car that's left overnight in the cold, your body needs a gentle warm-up to be ready to run smoothly. And that's why a simple routine, which takes less than 3 minutes each morning, can completely transform the way you start your day. You don't need a yoga mat, you don't need any gym gear, and you don't need to do any complicated moves. Just sit on the edge of your bed, start by rolling your ankles 10 times on each side, then gently rotate your knees, shake your hips, roll your shoulders, and tilt your neck from side to side. These small movements may seem simple, but they're warming up the synovial fluid, activating the core muscles around your hips, shoulders, and knees, areas that take a lot of load throughout the day. What's even better, when you do this, your brain also wakes up. Nerve signals start to fire more strongly, your balance and coordination improve, and your mood improves. Just a few simple minutes can help you get out of bed with confidence, instead of worrying about weak limbs or the fear of falling. I once met an old man named Edward, 81 years old. Before, he needed someone to help him stand up every morning. But after only 2 weeks of persistently performing this series of morning joint movements, he was not only able to stand up by himself, but also happily made breakfast for his wife, something he had neglected for many years. That story is not a miracle. It is a testament to a simple principle. The body does not weaken from use, but from neglect. Gentle movements every morning are like oil for an engine, keeping joints smooth, the body flexible, and the mind alert. And most importantly, this habit helps reduce the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of loss of independence in the elderly. Every fall you prevent is another year of active and free living. So don't underestimate the small movements in the morning. They don't take much effort, but bring great value to your health and quality of life. Start tomorrow morning. Just 3 minutes, you will feel the difference from the first step. 2 morning deep breathing. Have you ever noticed how your first breath in the morning feels shallow, almost incomplete? You may sit on the edge of your bed, slightly hunched, your chest tight, and your thoughts already racing toward the day ahead. It's subtle, but that sense of unease, that lack of energy, it often begins with something as simple as how you breathe. As we age, our breathing patterns change. Our chest becomes less flexible, our posture slouches, and we often start taking shorter, shallower breaths without realizing it. This quiet breathlessness can lead to a drop in oxygen levels, fatigue, and even foggy thinking. The good news? You don't need fancy techniques or long meditation sessions to change this. Just 2 to 3 minutes of intentional deep breathing each morning can reset your entire day. Imagine this. Before you reach for your phone or shuffle into the kitchen, you simply place one hand on your belly, one on your chest, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, letting your belly rise as if you're filling a balloon. Then, you exhale gently through your mouth, like you're blowing through a straw. Do this 5 to 10 times, slowly and mindfully. What happens next is remarkable. First, your nervous system shifts gears. Deep breathing signals your brain that you're safe, which lowers your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and quiets the fight or flight mode many of us unknowingly live in. You feel more centered, grounded, and ready to face the day with clarity instead of stress. Second, this breathing practice boosts your oxygen intake, feeding your brain, your muscles, and your organs with the energy they need. Think of it as giving your entire body a refreshing drink of fresh air. Over time, regular morning breathing can improve lung capacity, support heart health, and even enhance memory and focus. But beyond the science, there's something deeply human about this habit. Morning deep breathing becomes a ritual of self-respect. It's a quiet message to yourself that says, I am alive, I am here, and I choose calm. I remember an elderly woman named Mary, 77 years old, who began doing this simple breathing ritual every morning. She had struggled with anxiety and sleep issues for years. After just 1 week of consistent deep breathing, she told me, it's like I gave myself a moment of peace before the noise of the world begins. That peace translated into better sleep, fewer dizzy spells, and even more patience with her grandchildren. The beauty of this practice is that you can do it anywhere, still in bed, sitting in a chair, or even by the window as the sun rises. No tools required, just your breath and a few moments of intention. And when paired with gentle morning stretches or joint activation exercises, deep breathing amplifies the benefits. It connects your mind and body, helps you move more freely, and keeps stress at bay, especially important as we age and face daily challenges that can chip away at our sense of ease. So, tomorrow morning, before the world calls you into action, take a few sacred breaths for yourself. Not rushed, not shallow, but full and slow, like a gentle tide washing over your mind and body. Because sometimes, the simplest things, like breathing, are the most powerful tools we have for health, happiness, and longevity. 3. Morning leg activation. For many older adults, mornings are the hardest part of the day. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, stand up, and suddenly, your legs feel stiff, weak, maybe even shaky. Climbing the stairs feels like hiking a mountain, and walking across the room takes more effort than it should. But here's something you might not know. This isn't just aging. It's a result of inactivity. And the solution? It's surprisingly simple. Just 3 minutes each morning spent intentionally activating your legs can completely transform how you feel, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Your legs are the foundation of your body. Like the roots of a tree, they support your movement, balance, and freedom. But when they're ignored, especially after 6 to 8 hours of lying still overnight, they stiffen. Blood flow slows. Muscles forget their job. And that's when fatigue, falls, and loss of mobility sneak in. The good news is that you can reverse this. In just a few minutes every morning, you can wake your legs up, improve circulation, strengthen key muscles, and build a daily habit that keeps you steady on your feet and full of energy. So how does it work? Start seated in a sturdy chair or on the edge of your bed. Begin with seated marches, lifting one knee at a time like you're slowly walking in place. Do 10 to 15 per leg. Then, do toe raises, lifting the balls of your feet while keeping your heels grounded. This gets your ankles and calves moving. Next, stand up slowly, hold the back of a chair, and do some standing calf raises. Rise onto your tiptoes, then gently lower. Repeat this 10 times. This routine takes no more than 3 minutes, but its benefits are lasting. Why does it matter? Because motion is medicine. These movements stimulate blood flow through your legs, delivering fresh oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and joints. They turn on the connection between your brain and body, helping improve coordination, reaction time, and balance. I once worked with a 64-year-old man named Walter who said his legs felt like cement blocks every morning. He blamed aging, arthritis, even his mattress. But after committing to this leg activation ritual every day, he told me, My legs finally listened to me again. His posture improved, his gait was smoother, and he even started going on daily walks without pain. But the true magic? It's in the habit. You don't need fancy gym equipment or a physical therapist shouting instructions. You just need to start moving consistently, gently, mindfully. It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about reminding your legs, I still need you. And when you take care of your legs, they take care of you. Strong, active legs mean independence. They mean being able to get up from a chair with confidence, carry your groceries without strain, or take a stroll with your grandkids without fear of falling. That sense of freedom to move when and how you want is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. So tomorrow morning, give your legs a little wake-up call. Don't rush. Don't skip it. Just move with care and purpose. And over time, those small movements will lead to greater strength, stability, and vitality, exactly what your body needs to feel alive and capable every day. Remember, aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means finding new ways to move smarter, not harder. For anti-inflammatory breakfast. Anti-inflammatory breakfast, fuel your legs, fight the hidden enemy. We often think of inflammation as something that happens when we twist an ankle or bump a knee. But there's another kind, silent inflammation, that slowly builds inside the body, especially as we age. You don't always feel it right away, but it's there, quietly stiffening your joints, weakening your muscles, and draining your energy. And believe it or not, one of the biggest triggers of inflammation isn't injury, it's breakfast. Yes, what you eat first thing in the morning sets the tone for how your body feels all day. Imagine starting your day with a sugary muffin, white toast, or sweetened yogurt. It might taste good, but it's also sending a message to your body. Get ready for stiffness, soreness, and fatigue. Those refined sugars and processed carbs ignite inflammation like a slow-burning fire, and your legs, especially your knees, are often the first to suffer. But here's the good news. You can put out that fire with food. With just one small change to your breakfast routine, you can begin to calm inflammation, boost energy, and support healthier joints and muscles, all before you've even left the house. One of the most powerful foods for this is the humble wild blueberry. These tiny berries are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce oxidative stress throughout the body. They protect your joints, support your muscles, and even help your brain stay sharp. And the best part? You don't need to buy expensive organic fruit. Frozen wild blueberries from the grocery store work just as well. Take the story of Elaine, a 77-year-old woman I once worked with. She walked every morning but complained of swelling in her knees by evening. She assumed it was just age catching up with her. But when we looked at her breakfast, we found the culprit: sweetened yogurt and toast every day. She made a small swap: a bowl of oats topped with wild blueberries, walnuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Within a few weeks, she told me she could walk twice as far with half the discomfort. It wasn't magic. It was simply a better start to the day. And blueberries aren't the only option. Other great anti-inflammatory foods include turmeric, a golden spice known to ease joint pain. Chia seeds, loaded with omega-3s that support joint health. Leafy greens, like spinach or kale, rich in vitamins that combat inflammation. Nuts and seeds, a great source of healthy fats and minerals. You don't need to prepare an elaborate meal. Some people blend these into a smoothie, others enjoy them in a warm bowl of oatmeal. It takes less than 5 minutes, but the impact on your body can last all day. When you start your morning by feeding your body the right fuel, you're not just satisfying your hunger. You're supporting stronger, more flexible legs, better mobility, and greater energy. You're making a choice to feel lighter, steadier, and more in control. Remember, inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of healthy aging, but you have the power to fight it with your fork. And the earlier in the day you start, the better. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what message am I sending to my body? Will it be a message of stress and strain, or of strength and healing? Choose the food that helps you move with ease. Choose the breakfast that supports the life you want to live. Because every small, intentional choice adds up, and your body notices. 5 omega-3s from cold water fish. There's something quietly powerful about nature's design, especially when it comes to the foods that support our bodies as we age. And when it comes to leg strength, balance, and energy, one of the most overlooked secrets lies not in a supplement bottle or a gym routine, but in the ocean. Cold water fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are among the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, and these healthy fats are absolute game changers for aging legs. Why? Because they go to work on one of the most important systems that keeps you moving: your blood vessels. As we get older, circulation tends to slow down, especially to the lower half of the body. Your legs, being the furthest from your heart, are often the first to show signs of poor blood flow, feeling heavy, weak, cold, or slow to recover after activity. And when your blood vessels are inflamed or constricted, every step becomes harder. But omega-3s help solve that problem at the source. They work by reducing inflammation in the blood vessels, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow more easily to your muscles and joints. This means better energy, faster recovery, and legs that feel more responsive, not sluggish or stiff. I remember a man named Walter, 82 years old, who used to describe his legs as sandbags. He wasn't overweight. He didn't have arthritis, but stairs felt like mountains. His doctor said his circulation was sluggish and suggested some dietary changes. Walter started eating salmon twice a week, lightly grilled and paired with veggies. He didn't expect much, but 2 months later, he told me, "My legs don't argue with me anymore. They cooperate." That's the power of omega-3s. And you don't need to be a gourmet chef. Sardines, those small, inexpensive tins of fish you find at any grocery store, are just as effective. They're easy to add to a salad or spread on whole grain crackers. And if you're not a fan of fish at all, there are excellent plant-based omega-3 supplements made from algae oil, which provide similar benefits. What matters most is consistency. One serving here or there won't do much. But building omega-3s into your diet 2 or 3 times a week can create noticeable improvements in how your legs feel and function. And just as important as what you add to your plate is what you leave off. Walter also reduced his intake of red meats and processed deli meats, which can thicken the blood and increase vascular inflammation. That small change helped his blood flow more freely and helped his legs regain their vitality. When your blood flows better, your whole body comes to life. Muscles get the nutrients they need. Nerves fire more efficiently. Joints stay lubricated. And you feel steadier, stronger, and more confident with every step. So don't underestimate what a simple fish dinner, or even a can of sardines, can do. This isn't about trendy diets or complicated nutrition plans. It's about giving your body the building blocks it quietly needs to stay strong and independent. Because in the end, healthy aging isn't about avoiding change. It's about fueling the change you want to see. So next time you're planning a meal, think of your legs. Think of circulation. Think of strength that doesn't fade, but builds, day by day, meal by meal. The ocean has already done the hard part. All you have to do is put it on your plate. Habit 6: 3 minutes of foot massage. It may seem like a small gesture, but spending just 3 minutes each day massaging your feet can have a surprisingly powerful impact on your health, especially as you age. Most people don't give much thought to their feet until something goes wrong. But these 2 remarkable structures carry the weight of your entire body, house over 7,000 nerve endings each, and play a vital role in your balance, circulation, and overall nervous system function. In many traditional healing systems, such as reflexology and traditional Chinese medicine, the feet are considered a map of the body, connected energetically and neurologically to all of your organs. Modern science may not agree with every aspect of those beliefs, but it does recognize the immense benefits of foot massage, particularly in older adults. A daily 3-minute foot massage is more than just soothing. It's a form of gentle stimulation that wakes up your nervous system, encourages better blood flow, reduces tension, and even improves your mood. When you massage your feet, either with your hands, a massage ball, or a simple wooden roller, you're activating pressure points and nerve endings that send signals up the spinal cord and into the brain. This stimulation helps improve proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense where it is in space. That's especially important for seniors, because declining proprioception is one of the leading causes of falls and injuries. By regularly massaging the soles of your feet, you're essentially reminding your brain and body to stay in sync. At the same time, the act of physically rubbing your feet increases local circulation, which brings warm, oxygenated blood to your toes and lower legs. This is critical for anyone dealing with cold feet, numbness, or poor circulation, common complaints in older adults. Better blood flow not only nourishes tissues, but also helps remove metabolic waste that can cause stiffness and discomfort. One of the often overlooked effects of foot massage is its ability to calm the nervous system. Many people find that even a short session helps them feel more grounded, relaxed, and even sleepy. That's because massaging the feet stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of the body, which lowers stress hormones like cortisol and promotes a state of calm. Doing this regularly, especially in the evening, can support better sleep quality and help manage anxiety or restlessness. And beyond all the physical benefits, there's a psychological dimension too. Touching your feet with care is an act of self-respect. In a world that's constantly focused on doing more, going faster, and staying busy, pausing to care for this overlooked part of your body is like saying, I see you. I appreciate you. It's a chance to check in with yourself, notice any tension or pain, and offer comfort in a very real, tangible way. You don't need expensive equipment or a trip to the spa. Just sit down, remove your shoes, and use your thumbs to press into the arches and heels. Rotate your ankles gently, pull your toes, and rub the balls of your feet in small circles. If you like, you can use a little oil or lotion for smoother movement and added relaxation. Do it in the morning to energize your day or at night to unwind. Either way, those 3 minutes become a ritual, a moment of reconnection, restoration, and care. And over time, you may find that this simple practice helps you walk lighter, stand taller, and move through life with greater ease. After all, every journey starts from the ground up, and when your feet feel good, so does the rest of you. Habit 7. 3 minutes of eye relaxation. Relieve eye strain and boost alertness. In the modern world, our eyes are constantly working overtime. From the moment we wake up and check our phones to the hours spent in front of computer screens, televisions, and digital devices, our eyes rarely get a break. Over time, this nonstop visual input can lead to eye fatigue, tension headaches, blurred vision, and even a general feeling of mental exhaustion. What many people don't realize is that the eyes are not just passive instruments for seeing. They are intimately connected to the brain and the nervous system. When your eyes are tired, your mind tends to feel foggy, your energy dips, and your ability to concentrate suffers. That's why taking just 3 minutes each day to consciously relax your eyes can make a dramatic difference in how you feel, both physically and mentally. Eye relaxation is not simply about closing your eyes. It's about engaging in a deliberate practice that helps reset the visual system, rest the optic nerves, and restore clarity to both your vision and your thinking. This simple yet powerful habit can be done anywhere, at your desk, in bed, or while taking a short break during the day. Begin by sitting comfortably and closing your eyes. Rub your hands together briskly to generate a little warmth. Then gently cup your palms over your closed eyes without putting pressure on the eyeballs. This practice, known as palming, helps block out all light and gives your eyes a much-needed pause from visual stimulation. As you hold your hands there, take a few slow, deep breaths. With each breath, imagine tension melting away from around your eyes, forehead, and temples. You can even visualize a dark, calm space behind your eyelids, like a soothing black canvas, helping to quiet the visual chatter that builds up throughout the day. After a minute or so, remove your hands and softly blink a few times, letting your eyes readjust to the ambient light. From here, you can do a few gentle eye movements. Look up and down, side to side, and diagonally, moving slowly and without straining. These motions help stimulate the tiny muscles around the eyes, improve focus flexibility, and promote better blood circulation. Another helpful technique is distance gazing. Simply look out a window or at a faraway object for 20 seconds, giving your near-focused eye muscles a break. The benefits of this daily ritual are immediate and cumulative. You may notice less eye dryness, fewer headaches, and a sharper sense of alertness. Over time, regular eye relaxation can reduce the impact of digital eye strain, also known as computer vision syndrome, which affects millions of people around the world. But beyond the physical effects, taking time to relax your eyes is also a chance to reset your mind. It's a mini meditation that clears mental clutter, lowers stress, and brings you back to the present moment. In many ways, the eyes are like a window into your overall well-being. When they are rested and alert, everything else tends to function more smoothly. Your mood improves, your energy returns, and you feel more capable of handling the challenges of the day. In just 3 minutes, you can give your brain a jolt of calm clarity, simply by caring for the two organs that connect you to the world. It's a small investment of time that pays off in sharper vision, better focus, and a refreshed state of mind. The next time you feel your eyes straining or your thoughts drifting, don't reach for caffeine. Reach for stillness. Close your eyes, breathe, and return to yourself. Your eyes and your mind will thank you. As we enter middle age and old age, many people often feel their health decline, their spirit slows down, and the new day begins with heaviness and fatigue. However, the valuable thing we need to remember is, health is not entirely determined by age, but depends largely on daily habits. The 7 suggested morning habits, from joint activation, drinking water properly, dry brushing, stretching, short walks, foot massage to eye relaxation, all carry a profound message. We can proactively take care of ourselves with very small, very simple things, but if maintained regularly, they have the power to change a whole life. Each habit is not only an act of physical care, but also a reminder of love for ourselves. Spending 3 minutes massaging our feet or closing our eyes to relax not only helps improve circulation, reduce stress, but also helps us learn to stop, listen to our bodies, and connect with our inner selves. A few stretches, a few slow steps in the morning sunlight, a glass of warm water, or a cool breeze when we open the window, all contribute to creating a new day full of energy and peace. At any age, but especially in old age, we need to learn to live more slowly, more deeply, and more gratefully. Small morning habits not only help maintain physical flexibility, but also create a positive mental state, reduce anxiety, and improve the quality of life. It is not something far away, but something we can start today. Every morning is a new opportunity to live healthier, happier, and more meaningfully, if we know how to appreciate it with simple things. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.